What's going on, guys? It's been a while, hasn't it? Dylan, Benny, Paul, what's up, guys? Can you guys hear the music? You're God, huh? Good, I got it. I'm good. I'm good. A lot of stuff going on in the last few weeks, huh? Are you guys stuck at home too, or are you guys actually able to do anything? Good, very quiet. I want it a little bit more quiet. Yeah, everybody wants to, not have to go to school or not have to go to work. But then when you end up being stuck at home for 2 weeks, I think I've been stuck at home since I want to say March 16th. So 3 weeks now. 3 weeks I've been stuck at home, not really able to do too much. It's not as much fun as I thought it would be. I mean, I guess it's still better than having to go to work 5 days a week. But I mean, pros and cons of both, I guess. Dirty Trucker bought 2 Point Hospital, yeah? Just got off of it. What do you think so far? It's pretty cool, huh? I like the goofiness of it. Seeing guys with the light bulbs and the pans on their head and the clowns and the guys that look like Freddie Mercury and stuff. It's pretty fun. Anthony's in New York City, huh? Man, New York City. I've been there 2 times. Once I just kind of drove through, but the other time I actually went there for a few days. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. It's my favorite. Scott, getting stuck at home is killing you, huh? What do you normally do? You work, you go to school, what do you do, Scott? Yeah, I've been back for about, what, 2 weeks now? Yeah, I've been trying to get back into doing videos on a pretty regular basis. If you guys have been watching, if you guys saw the episode 4 of 2 Point Hospital, and if you guys have followed me on Instagram, you guys know that um, I am getting a camera, a pretty nice camera, so maybe I'll be doing some webcamming a little bit, and then of course, if I ever do a live stream like this, I'll have that going. So kind of looking forward to that. Got a few of the pieces in. Just waiting on the actual camera to get here in a couple of days. Mess with that, set it all up. What's up, Jan? All the way from Norway. Scott, college student. Okay. What are you studying? Oh, that sucks. Are you excited to get your driver's license, Benny, or are you kind of nervous? Or a little bit of both? Yeah, I'll definitely be doing a face reveal with the camera. Didn't get a camera to not do the face reveal, you know. Yeah, some airport's fun too. Kind of excited to get into airport CEO a little bit. Haven't touched that in a while. Can I bring back Academia School Simulator? I want to. I did read up on it a little bit more, and people are saying that not much has changed. It's still definitely an alpha kind of thing, so we'll see. All the way from Kenya. What's up, Zuku? Yeah, it is a nice Sony. The camera, it's up there, but it's one of those things where you spend a lot of money now, but you're gonna have it for long time, you know. I mean, hopefully it lasts me at least 10 years or so. I definitely got the 4K option too, so, you know, that way it can kind of last longer than if I had just gotten a regular 1080p option. You know what, Trooper? That's actually probably the next game that I'm going to do. Um, I really want to get into The Sims. I used to love, I think I think I played a little bit of Sims 4, not too much, but the earlier Sim games, man, they were some of the most fun games I've ever played. So definitely want to give that a shot. Undeclared, undecided. Okay, well, you know, you've got time. Definitely takes a while to figure out what you want to do for basically the rest of your life, right, Scott? Another brick in the mall. That's another one that looks pretty exciting. You know what? What's the game? I just saw it on Steam too. There's a few games that I'm pretty excited about. There's the one, I think it's called Rec Center Tycoon, where you can kind of... It looks very similar to Prison Architect and Academia, where you can kind of just build a rec center. You know, people come in, they pay you money, they use the gym. You can build a pool for them to swim in and everything. Fluff, thanks for the follow. Hey Lisa, what's going on? What else? There's the you know what? Let me pull up my Steam real quick. Let's see what I have in the wish list. They just recently changed up Steam a little bit too, didn't they? Let's see. So here are the games that I have on my wish list. Atomic Society. Yeah, mixed reviews. I don't know, just something about it. Just I don't know. It doesn't seem all that great. The Guild, that was something I was interested in for a little while. Don't think I'm really interested in it anymore. I can go ahead and actually remove that. Let's see here. Farm Manager. That's just kind of. I mean, it's always intrigued me running a farm. I would imagine it is extremely long days, right? You wake up super early. There's just so much work to do. And a lot of these farms, you can't, it's not something you can do by yourself. You have to hire a lot of people to help you with it, right? Dirty Trucker, early backer for Sky Haven. You know what? I think I've heard of that too. I think I've even seen some screenshots of it, but I don't remember exactly what that looks like. JLDJL. Random question. How was the military for you? What branch? So I did 5 years in the Army. It was very interesting. I ended up going to basic training, and I got out. And when I signed my contract in the Army, I actually there are two things that I wanted. I wanted to be military police. I got that, and I wanted my first duty station to be Germany. I got that too. However, I graduated basic and AIT, right? That was 8 weeks each, so I spent 16 weeks doing all that training. I ended up going to Germany, and the second day when my unit picked me up, they told me we were deploying to Iraq next month. So I was supposed to be in Germany 2 years, and basically my first year there, I wasn't there. I went to Iraq. So, I mean, definitely a lot of memories. I definitely don't regret doing it or anything like that. At the time I was in, I did want to get out. I did the 5 years. I got out, and I will say that I do miss it. I do miss it. It was a lot of fun. Project High Rise from Zuku. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I've played it. I've experienced it. It wasn't as much fun as I remember. Oh man, what was the game from like 15 years ago where you could run the tower? Was it Sim Tower? Awesome game, awesome game. Loved it. Project High Rise, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a bad game or anything. It's just, it wasn't as much fun as I thought it was going to be. Lisa says Atomic Society is good. Really? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to give it a shot. We'll see. I haven't bought it yet. We'll see. Guild 3 is awesome too. Lisa, I think you just think everything is awesome. Oh, wait. Railway Empire isn't that great. Okay, maybe not. So yeah, Railway Empire. same thing, right? Building your stations and your trains and kind of setting up routes and everything. I've always found that interesting, but $50 for Railway Empire, that seems a little bit high. Gunsmith, mostly positive reviews too. It's been out for a while though. It seems interesting. Looks okay. Build up your own arms manufacturing company. Find your factory, build your resources, produce a wide range of military equipment to sell to the highest bidder. It's got good reviews. I don't know. Maybe that'd be something to check out. It looks kind of like a little bit of a Factorio kind of supply chain type thing, right? Interesting. Maybe check that out. Project Hospital. I think Project Hospital is a lot like the 2 Point Hospital, isn't it? And then Sandra says she actually loves Railway Empire. See, I mean, that's video games, right? They're subjective. Some people like certain kind of games, some people don't. Me personally, I just really like those like sim management strategy games. Just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the Call of Duties and the Maddens and the NBA games and all that too. I like those a lot. But just something about sitting behind the computer and being able to manage people and things and making all these little pieces come together to create a working, whether it's a business or a movie studio or a hospital or anything. I like that a lot. More Motorsport Manager in the future. Yeah, I hope so. I was surprised at how much I really liked that game. And obviously, right, I think I've got something like 50 or 60 videos in that playlist. It was a lot of fun, NoSlack racing. We did pretty well. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I play that a little bit more in the future. There's just so many games. There's so many fun games. Yeah, Prison Architect, Sim Airport, 2 Point Hospital, Motorsport Manager, The Sims, Airport CEO. I mean, there's just so many games. I just can't get around to playing a lot of them. Maybe we'll stop doing these like episode type series, and we'll just do more of like, hey, today I'm gonna play this, and then tomorrow I'm gonna play that, and just stop focusing so much on putting out a bunch of episodes of one game. City Skylines, yep, that's another game I really like. Yep. David, I'm always looking for new games. Frostpunk, you know what? Yeah. Very positive. I've watched, who is it? Quill18, I think I watched play. It was a little different than I expected. Not a huge fan of the like restricted circular kind of building that they force you to do. Movie Studio Tycoon. This is something that I'm looking forward to coming out here soon. From the, the movies? Probably top 3 all-time favorite game. The movies. Loved it. Foundation. This is something that I've watched other YouTubers play, and it looks very interesting. City State. It's got positive reviews. Kind of has this, like SimCity 3 vibe to it. Tech Corp, mostly negative, so I don't know about that. Mad Tower Tycoon, haven't tried this one actually. And then there's Good Company, but yeah, I'm sure there's going to be other games on there that, I've been looking at Steam a lot lately, trying to see if there's anything new, exciting coming out, and I haven't really found anything that's absolutely caught my eye, but, hopefully one day. Play Airport CEO. I will. I'll give it another shot here soon. Rise of Industry. You know what? I played that too, and then they went and they kind of changed the game up, right? It's very, very complicated. Way more complicated than I thought. Prison Architect has new updates. Yeah, it seems like I know that Prison Architect. The 2 guys that created it sold it, right? Don't remember who exactly they sold it to, like Take-Two Interactive or something like that, and I know that they've been doing some updates. We'll give it a shot. I think they've done, oh man, what was it? Let me check that out actually. Prison Architect, I have it in my library. These are all the games that I have right now. Let's see, show and sell. Oh, the Psych Ward, yeah, that's an update that I saw that they just recently did. Kind of excited for that. Don't really remember, is that something you have to pay for? Oh, I hate how it keeps going, bye-bye. Psych Ward, major update, free update. Psych Ward, Warden's Edition, so maybe not, maybe you have to buy the Warden's Edition first. I don't know. Definitely want to give that a shot, though. You should try Surviving the Aftermath. I think I've seen a couple guys play that one, too. It just seems like there's so many survival games out there lately, and some of them look really good, but I kind of get them mixed up. Kind of interesting. We've got this little Twitch and YouTube thing on there, but it doesn't seem to really be working, huh? Let's see, viewer count. Gotta mess with this stuff. Enabled streams, Twitch viewers, YouTube viewers, background color, font settings. That's why. Let's go with black, and I'm guessing that'll work. Yeah, nobody watching on Twitch and 37 people watching on YouTube. All right. This right here is the little sub goal. I set a goal for April of 100 subscribers. Like, you know, comes out to about 33 a day. So far we've gotten 17 this month. Shooting for 100. I think that's a pretty decent goal. Well, let's see here. Wesley says that in academia there are swimming pools and a childhood love and what? There are swimming pools and childhood love, really? Like as in the students can love each other? Delinquent students, I've seen that. That looks interesting. Also, basketball courts and track. Well, that's interesting. Have I tried Overcrowded? No, I haven't. Great train station game. You know what? That's that. Oh man, that reminds me. There was a game that I just looked at today, actually. It was kind of like a train station. You have to direct people through the train station and direct them to wherever they want to go. What's your Steam name, if you don't mind giving it out? I'll give you Farm Manager. No, Dirty Trucker, give it to somebody else. I have a feeling that I would end up playing Farm Manager for about 20 minutes, getting frustrated because of driving a tractor or something, and then give it to somebody else. I'd appreciate it if you did. But thank you very much. Thank you. You have a Twitch. I do have a Twitch. I very rarely ever use it. But yeah, I have one. I wonder if it's actually. Let's check something out real quick. I want to see if it's even broadcasting on Twitch. Enter the code sent to you by text message. All right. Oh, I didn't get a code sent to me by text message. Request SMS. Oh, here we go. All right. Yes, remember my computer, please. Well, there it is. It's not streaming to Twitch. Huh, interesting. Wonder why that is. What did I mess up? Anyways, we'll check that out later. Not gonna focus on it too much right now. Play Sim Airport. Well, I've got the 2 episodes up. If you guys have watched those, well, maybe episode 3 will be up here in the next couple of days. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't recorded anything. Last thing I recorded was episode 4 of 2 Point Hospital, and that has been it. I don't have anything ready to go right now. That's something that I'll probably end up doing later today. I just kind of wanted to test out this live stream thing going on. You know, with me getting the camera, I'm going to have to figure out a way to set that up. And probably expect live streams to be a little bit more frequent now, especially with everybody kind of being stuck at home. I feel like this is a little bit better of a way to communicate with you guys, but, you know, we'll see. Why not choose something that actually tests your abilities? No preference, but something with a bit of a challenge. Like what, Kevin? What are you suggesting? Tyler, what are you planning on playing today? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll play a little bit of The Sims 4. I don't own it, but I can always buy it and give it a try. We'll see. Overcrowded is an underground subway creation game. Overcrowded is good. Okay, that's all. You know what? Let me write that down. What else was there? Overcrowded. What else? Give me some other suggestions. Project Hospital. Realistic. Play as a doctor. Okay, you know what? Project Hospital. Another suggestion. What else? What else you guys got? Sandra D. You don't actually drive the tractor in Farm Manager. It's automated. Really? So what do you do? Do you like hire the people to work on your farm and then they drive the tractor, or kind of somebody explain that to me a little bit? Maybe I'll have to watch a YouTube video of Let's Play of Farm Manager, because if there's actually no driving the tractor and you don't have to walk around the farm and do all that stuff, then I might be interested. What's your Twitch? If you go to Twitch and you just search NoSlack, it should pop up. Yeah, NoSlack TV. NoSlack TV is my Twitch. Twitch.tv/NoSlackTV. You'll find it there. Dirty Trucker says you don't drive the trucker. It's like Sim Airport. Huh. Alright. Interesting. You have to try Tropico 6. Again, I've watched, who is it? Is it Quill? Or Corrales? I think Corrales is playing Tropico 6. And it looks a lot like Tropico 5. I'm definitely interested, but also it's kind of like 40-50 bucks, right? And it doesn't seem like it's... it doesn't seem like they've really improved it too much to warrant paying 50-60 bucks for Tropico 6. But maybe. Yes, you hire the farmers. Okay, interesting. Maybe. Man, now you guys got me kind of wanting to play that Farm Manager. Maybe. Sandra says you select a field to harvest, plant, and it sends the tractor there to do it for you. All right. Yeah, hilarious. I like Sim Airport Racing Manager was a good series too. Absolutely. Maybe even my favorite. Emergency 20. Not sure what Emergency 20 is. 911 operator and/or Ostriv. Ostriv, yeah, good. I know there's been a lot of updates. That's something we can kind of look at here too. Games to try, and let's say games to revisit. Ostriv. You know what, and let's go up here. Farm Manager. Alright. 911 operator, huh? Maybe. Maybe come back to that a little bit. Well, since you like building so much, we'll have to combine that with something thrilling, something along that line. Yeah, well, I mean, again, if you have a game in mind, don't hesitate to tell me. I'll definitely look into it. I'll do a little bit of research on it. RimWorld kind of fits that bill. I really enjoyed playing RimWorld. I've put so many hours into that. Not so much on the channel, but, you know, personally, really enjoy that game. Fun fact, I don't think I've ever actually beaten it. I don't think I've ever actually gotten my colony out on the spaceship. So... yeah, Tropico 6, pretty expensive, man. Try Dawn of Man. Dawn of Man, you know, I think that's another one that I've played, or that I've watched other people play. I watch a lot of YouTube, guys, especially these last 3 weeks. You know what, tell me, what are some of your guys' favorite YouTubers? Personally, myself, well, you know what, I'll tell you who my favorite YouTubers are. I don't want to influence you guys. I want you guys to tell me who some of your favorite YouTubers are. And you know, maybe I've heard of them, maybe I haven't. Maybe I'll need to check them out. Airport CEO for a new game, possibly. Let me know what you guys think about the music playing in the background. I've got a little bit of a kind of like a stream playlist going on right now. You guys probably can't hear it as loud as I can. Don't want it to overload the audio for you guys. Lisa, again, you love every game. Every game. RimWorld took too much time on the management aspect. Perhaps 7 Days to Die. Man, you guys are throwing out all these games that I've heard of. I just can't exactly picture which game you guys are talking about. Skystorm, yep, Skystorm's good. Biffa's also good. I'm not sure who that last guy is. AVAC? I don't think I've heard of him. But yeah, Skystorm's good and Biffa's good. Quill 18 and Northernlion, both of those guys, yep, very, very good. Quill 18, he does a ton of Civilization. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of that game, but he also does a lot of RimWorld, so he's the guy I kind of watch. You know, if I have a question on something with RimWorld, he's probably the guy that knows how to do it. Jeff Favignano. Never heard of him. Dirty Trucker also watches Skystorm, yep. Skystorm blew up, man. I swear, when I started the channel, let's find out. I think when I started the channel, he was about 50,000 subscribers, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but let's see here. 50. Now I think he's, yeah, look at that, 186,000 subscribers. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, he's been playing a lot of Ostriv lately, too. Mm-hmm. Squirrel does a lot of sim truck games. You know, I've played those too. Like the American Truck Simulator. I've played that, and it is a lot of fun. Driving around, making money, you know, upgrading your truck, upgrading your routes and everything, making more money. It's just so time consuming driving from point A to point B. And any game like that, where you're supposed to follow the rules of the road, stopping at red lights, stopping at stop signs, yielding, turn signal, all that stuff, they drive me crazy. Because when I'm driving in a video game, I don't want to follow the rules of the road. I want to do like Grand Theft Auto style and just drive 100 miles an hour, disobey all traffic laws, and just get from point A to point B absolutely as fast as possible. So personally, I just can't play those like truck driving simulators. Yeah, Raptor's good too. Scrap Mechanic would be quite interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. What's going on, Billy? I'm missing Motorsport Manager. Yeah, me too. I want to get back into it. I know there's a couple of oh man, what's the word? There's a couple of, not updates, but kind of, man, what the heck is the word I'm looking for? Let's see if we can pull this up. Motorsport Manager. The, yeah, the community content, the mods. Some of these, I've heard that they're absolutely amazing as far as getting the, you know, right sponsors, where you could have McDonald's, Pepsi, all those kind of actual real world companies sponsoring you. But I've heard that they've messed with the, I guess, integrity of the game. Whereas if you download one of these mods there, I guess they're not so stable. And I've actually experienced that. I downloaded one. I don't remember which one. But, let's see here. Community content. Up the workshop. That's what I wanted. Was it the fire mod? Most popular. See, and they've definitely they definitely have some new ones. Let's see. Most subscribed. Fire mod. I want to say it was the fire mod. I don't remember which one, if it was 17 or 18. But I want to say one of those messed with it. And I could no longer play it. I don't know. Lisa loves GTA. I can picture Lisa going around just like shooting everybody, just getting out her violent thoughts out in a video game. Ostriv again. Okay, another suggestion of Ostriv. Mud Runner is so much different from ATS. I got it. Human Fall Flat. I don't know what that is. Billy Smith. Why are you so confused? Just started watching TC 9700 Gaming. He's been playing Mud Runner. The new one is coming out soon called Snow Runner. TC 9700, huh? Well, let's see. I've never heard of it. Off-Road Outlaws. 919,000.
What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today I wanted to talk about a couple more things about the Hot Wheels pack before it goes live tomorrow. And basically what I wanted to talk about is if you didn't watch the live stream that Turn 10 did. Hello, and welcome back to another video in Off-Road Outlaws. Now,
alright, let's see.
Because well, that was not hard on the first hill climb.
Look at those graphics.
Now, what about
this is like a game from 1998.
It looks a little trickier, and I could tell by the fact that we've gotten some water damage that these were not designed.
I'm not so sure that I'd enjoy playing that game too much. Workers, resources, solvers, try to play CSGO. No, Risk. I will not play CSGO. I'm no good. That's one of those games, especially because it's been out for so long. If I tried picking that up, I'd get my butt kicked. Been playing Mafia 3. That's a gay game. Just got hooked on. I haven't tried Mafia 3. Haven't tried it. Man, okay, it's noon. What do you guys have planned for today? Are you guys gonna go out and do anything? Are you guys just gonna stay at home? You guys gotta go grab some groceries or something? Is it still crazy wherever you guys live? Are the grocery stores crazy? Because I want to say about 2 weeks ago I went grocery shopping, and it was just nuts. Like, of course everybody knows about the toilet paper and the paper towels being gone, but I mean, even like bread was completely gone. I got not hamburgers, I got hot dogs, and then I went to go get some hot dog buns, and like literally in the entire store you couldn't find one hot dog bun. So, you know, but then I went again a couple days ago and everything was perfectly fine. Almost everything was fully stocked. The paper towels and the toilet paper was still, they only had like the absolute cheapest possible brand that you can get, you know, the kind that you don't really want to use, but other than that, everything was stocked up pretty well. Enivio recommends streaming during free time. Yeah, you would then upload more regularly. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Auto chess on Epic Games. I'm not sure what auto chess is. Is that like car chess, or is that like automatic chess? Not a huge chess fan. I'm not a huge chess fan. I'll be honest with you guys. Chess is one of those games where it requires you to plan like 4, 5, 6 moves in advance of your opponent, and I can't do it. I can't do it. I've tried playing with my brother a few times, and typically I get my butt kicked. Yeah, bread and eggs. Yep, milk too. Whole country's on lockdown till 15th of April in India. Well, 15th of April, they're probably gonna have to extend that too, right? What about City Skylines? Yep, we talked about that already. Definitely a game that I love. I'm just not as creative, man. That's one thing that kind of kills me with City Skylines is, you know, you go on Reddit or you see these guys building their cities, and they build these beautiful, beautiful cities. I mean, like well thought out highway systems, and their residential areas have like they do this custom fencing, and they put a tree here, and they put a swing set here, and they do all this detailed, in-depth beautification of their city. And then I get in there, and I'm just like, okay, streets, pipes, residential, school, police, and I move on, and I do another one, and I do another one. And then I think, oh, I need to do industrial. Oh, okay, well, let's build a long road so industrial is far away from the residential, and then I build industrial. And then guess what? Industrial pollutes everything, and nobody wants to work there, and it makes everything disgusting, and the water's nasty. And then it's just, I'm just not as creative as a lot of these other guys that play City Skylines. Definitely love the game, though. Begged my parents unsuccessfully to let me do the shopping. Yeah, Scott, you wanted to go out there and do the shopping, or you just wanted your parents to be able to stay home and not have to do it? No regular bread, just hot dog buns here. Well, send me some hot dog buns then, Lisa. Serbia is closed for 2 months. Yeah, well, I mean, that's probably a smart thing, right? Lock it down. UK's on lockdown, only allowed to go out for food or walk your dog. You know what, that's another thing too, man. Like, I really want to get a dog. I'm one of those people, like, I love dogs. Love them. So friendly, so awesome. Sure, every now and then you gotta take them outside and they gotta poop and you gotta pick it up with a plastic bag and everything. But dogs are so awesome. It's just, I don't know, it's tough. Because, so I'll be honest with you guys, right now, you know, a couple of videos ago I was talking about this promotion and everything. I got let go. Right now I'm technically unemployed. I have been since 4 days ago. April 1st was technically my first day of being jobless. Now luckily, you know, able to file for unemployment and everything, so everything should be okay. But no, I don't remember why we started talking about this. Oh man. I don't, man, that's crazy. It just, my thought completely slipped my mind. Anyways, so yeah, unemployed, and it's probably gonna last a while, right? I mean, it's what, April 4th, and things haven't really started to get better. So who knows? I mean, maybe this thing is gonna go on for another month or two or longer. We'll see what happens. It's just crazy. Corrales is awesome, doing the decorating on games. Yeah, Corrales is great. He is absolutely awesome. And he's actually awesome as a person, too. He helped me out probably a year or two ago. I, reached out to him and we talked a little bit. And he definitely helped me out with the channel and get it, improving it. And Corrales is just awesome. He's an awesome YouTuber. He's an awesome person, too. Prison Architect, yep, we've talked about that a little bit. That's definitely something that is going to come back to the channel eventually. Will you try playing for flight simulators? You know what? I am an absolutely horrible flight simulator player. There's just so many controls to getting the plane going. And then I've watched some of these other YouTubers who are absolutely, they're nuts. They act and speak as if they're actual air traffic control agents or pilots. Runway 45 Lima, ready for takeoff. Please approach taxiway, yada yada. It's just like, it blows my mind how they even know how to do that stuff. We want to get a dog, but I have my 2 kitties, Oreo and Ferris. I think that's what I was talking about, right? So yeah, getting a dog. I would love to get a dog. Absolutely would freaking love it. But let's say a month from now or 2 months from now, I have to go back to work. It just wouldn't be fair to have the dog home alone for 8 to 10 hours by itself without me here. So I don't really want to do that to a dog. I would love it too much to be able to do that to it. Will you try Warframe or Destiny 2? Destiny 2, no. Warframe, I'm not 100% sure what that is. But really, I don't like playing too many of the war games or like shooting games. At least not on the channel. And there is an exception to that. The only time that I really do enjoy playing those kind of games are if they're like real-time strategy games. So, in the past, was it Company of Heroes was a game that I really enjoyed playing. What else was there? back in the day, like the Warcraft, like Warcraft 2. That was one of my favorite games ever playing. But, you know, kind of, I don't know. There hasn't been like a really good game in that style that has come out recently. Gold Rush, I'll be honest with you, Caitlin. I played Gold Rush a few episodes on the channel, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. I don't know if it was an alpha, but it was one of those very like monotonous games. It just took too long to, I guess, create your like gold digging empire. For those of you guys that haven't seen the last episode, I did just get on Instagram too. The link for that is in the description of the last video of the 2 Point Hospital episode 4, but I would very much appreciate it if you guys could follow me on Instagram. Been on it since yesterday, 35 followers already. Very, very, very excited to see that growing. I think I'm going to be using that a lot more than I do Facebook or Twitter. Just Facebook, let's be honest, Facebook is kind of going downhill. Twitter, never really have been too much of a fan of Twitter. And you know what, I'll be honest with you too, Instagram, it just seems like you go on there and it's just a whole bunch of like models and pictures of animals, and I don't know, I'm still kind of on the fence with Instagram, but I do like the fact that it's more picture/video focused than all the other platforms. So, you know, if you guys are on there, find me on there. It's NoSlack's TV. You guys will be able to tell because the profile picture is the beautiful picture of the little NoSlack pilot head. I really like those characters. Somebody created those for me a long time ago, like the NoSlack construction guy, the NoSlack pilot, the NoSlack soldier. Those are a lot of fun. There's always Minecraft. I have never once played Minecraft, Kevin. Not once. I don't think I've touched a keyboard and moved a character around or built anything. Or I know there's like pigs and you have to protect them from wolves or something. And I know there's a ton of YouTube channels that have blown up because of Minecraft, but I've never played it. And I've never really had too much of a inclination to play it either. When my dad was single, my dad once took his dog to work. She went on the room a couple of times. That must be fun. I'd love to be able to take my dog to work. Unfortunately, that's not something I can do. Dirty Trucker doesn't use Facebook. Yeah, Facebook, it's just, I don't know. Not a fan of it. Not a fan. Oh, Lisa, come on, man. Thankful and blessed enough to work at home. That's great. That's great. I can't work from home. I mean, well, I'm unemployed, right? So technically, I guess right now I'm working from home. YouTube is kind of my job now for the next few weeks at least. But I don't know. I just don't think if I worked from home, I wouldn't be productive. If my employer said, hey, I want you to put in your 40 hours a week at home, there's a good chance I wouldn't put in the full 40 hours. I don't know. I don't have that self-control to be able to do that. I'd always be playing video games or something or sleeping. Lisa, posting pics of her babies, kitties. I just followed you. Awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, I see you. I see you on there. Wow, you've got a lot of followers too. See, one of your cats looks like a little cow. A little white and black cow. That's awesome. Like a little Dalmatian or something. Could you show us your game library again? Sure. Look at that right there. So, let's go through this. 911 Operator was pretty fun. Kind of got a little bit of monotonous too, just sending people here and there, right? I mean, it was interesting, don't get me wrong. Just kind of wish it was a little bit more, and I don't want to say realistic, but I don't know, just something was missing with 911 Operator. Academia, a lot of fun, just not finished. Airport CEO, I've heard a lot of good things. I will come back to that. Another Brick in the Mall, seems like a really good idea. Again, I think that's one game that's kind of improved a lot since we've played it last. Honestly, not sure what that is. Banished, absolutely freaking love Banished. Banished is one of my favorite games ever. I remember seeing the trailer for it years and years and years ago, and I was like, man, you know what? That looks like a freaking interesting game. And I think it's like one-man developer. And then it came out, I played it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It is absolutely awesome, especially doing like the Adam and Eve scenario where only 2 people start on the map and you have to grow this giant colony from just those 2 people. It is freaking awesome. Bomber Crew is another game. These guys actually sent me the key for this, and I did not like it. I did not enjoy it. I don't know if it was the graphics of the game or what. Just, I don't know. Just wasn't a fan. City Skylines, a lot of fun. Coffee Shop Tycoon, that was actually probably the first game on the channel that actually did anything traffic-wise. I think I always averaged, 20 people looking at a video. And then I played Coffee Shop Tycoon, and I think we got into like maybe even like 1,000 or 2,000. Not a very fun game after you've played it for a few hours. You can see here, I've played it a total of 10 hours, and I'd say probably after the first 6 or 7, it kind of got stale. Again, maybe they've changed stuff up. Maybe they've improved it. Looks like they have, actually. But yeah, just, I don't know. I haven't played that in a while. Company of Heroes. The first one was great. The second one I haven't played too much. Computer Tycoon. I'll be honest. I don't think I've really played this one at all. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't even show, like, the time or anything like that. Play Forza. I'm not a big fan of the driving games. Not a big fan. Hunter Call of the Wild is a really good game, really relaxing game. Maybe I'll give that a shot. Hunter Call of the Wild. Might have to start thinking outside of the box. Yeah, maybe. Try something new. Get out of my comfort zone. This game right here, Dead by Daylight. It definitely has its issues. Mostly talking about the load times. Waiting for people to match up and actually be able to play a game. But this game is a lot of fun. There are a couple of videos on the channel. I actually just recorded about an hour's worth of this not too long ago, and I wasn't able to use any of the footage just because I recorded it wrong. But very fun game. If you like to be scared every now and then, and I had probably my scariest moment ever playing a video game came from this game. Michael Myers is one of their killers, and the whole point of the game is to you start off on this map, 1 killer, 4 survivors. There's generators spread out throughout the map. You have to fix the generators, and if you fix, I want to say 5 generators, then you turn on the power and you have the ability to run to this like escape door. And it takes, I don't know, like a minute for you to open up the escape door. And then once the door's open, you can run and you're basically, you escape the killer. But while you're trying to do all this, the killer is trying to obviously grab you and throw you on these hooks. So Michael Myers is one of the killers. And each killer has like a little special perk. And his perk is whenever a killer gets close to you, you can hear your heartbeat. Like, you kind of sense them, I guess, and your heartbeat starts thumping. So you hear, like, the dun dun. And, the closer they get, the louder and faster it beats. Well, Michael Myers' perk is that you don't hear that until he's, like, right next to you. So there I am fixing this generator, and I look to the left, he's not there. I look to the right, he's not there. I look to the left again, and he is literally like face to face with me. And he like swipes at me with his giant knife, and I escape. But it scared the poop out of me. I mean, it was so ridiculous. It's definitely, I suggest you check that video out on the channel. It's probably the last Dead by Daylight video that I uploaded. But, oh man, that was just such a scary moment. Very, very, very fun game. Very fun game. Stonehearth. No, I don't think I've heard of that one too. There's Mini Metro. I've actually played Mini Metro. That was a lot of fun, but very frustrating. How many hours do you have on Factorio? Not many. I'd say probably 10, not even. 14 hours. 14 hours, and I'm just not good with Factorio. Not good. Not good. I'll just leave it at that. Depraved, I haven't played that at all. Escapists, haven't played that at all. Gold Rush, yeah, just not a fan. Played it for 6 hours, wasn't a huge fan. Heroes and Generals, I'm not 100% sure what this is. Insurgency. Played this for 55 minutes. Interstellar, this is a fun game. I only played it for 87 minutes, but this was pretty fun. Kind of also kind of like a strategy management game. You build ships, send them to other planets, collect resources, they come back, yada yada. Pretty fun. Oxygen not included. I've watched people play that. For some reason, I don't know, it doesn't interest me too much. What's up, Tommy T? Let's see. Judgment, Apocalypse. No, haven't played that. Haven't even installed that. Kingdom and Castles. Nope, haven't installed that one either. Locked Fears. Oh, I've played this game a little bit. I tried putting this on the channel. It was okay. Only played it for 17 minutes though. Mashinki. Yeah, I don't remember. 24 minutes worth of play. I guess I didn't like it too much. See, there we go. Mini Metro, 17 hours. Played that plenty. Motorsport Manager. Look at that. 110 hours. One of my favorite games. Off-World Trading Company. Actually, hold on. Interstellar Transport Company and Off-World Trading Company. Now I don't remember which one's which. You know what? Yeah, I was right. This is the one where... Oh, man, see? This is the one where you build ships and you send them to other planets. This one... Oh, man. Something similar, but yet different. I don't know how to explain it, but this was a fun game, too. This one is more of like you versus other players. They could, I guess, attack you. And this one isn't so much attacking. This is just more of like a business game. Out of the Park Baseball. These are always fun, but again, these are games where they don't change so much from year to year. So you can see the last one I got was 16. Parkitect was pretty good. I like the graphics. This is actually the first game that I ever played on the channel. I played this game and I decided that this game was so much fun that I wanted to start a YouTube channel. So if you guys, thank Parkitect for NoSlack's starting a YouTube channel. Interstellar is a movie. It's a pretty decent movie with Matthew McConaughey, right? What's her name? Man, what the heck is her name? Matthew McConaughey is really good in it. I want to say not Jennifer. What's the woman's name from Interstellar? Man, she was in Batman. She played Catwoman. Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway's in it too. Pretty good movie. I'll be honest with you, the first time I watched it, I wasn't a huge fan just because, spoiler alert for those of you that have watched Interstellar, it's got like a really weird bookcase scene where he's like floating through time and he's in a bookcase and it's just absolutely freaking weird. And I watched it a second time and I still didn't like that scene. I thought it was kind of ridiculous. But overall, the movie is a pretty good movie. Heroes and Generals is fun, but you kind of grind to get stuff. Yeah, I mean, sometimes the grinding can be fun. No, you should really look in free games. 17 minutes. Kerbal Space Program. I've watched Quill plays Kerbal Space Program. Again, not something, I don't know, just something about it doesn't, don't think it'd be all that much fun. Payday 2, haven't played that at all. Planet Coaster, this game was a lot of fun. I only have 12 hours. But I played this a ton when it was in early alpha, and it was a lot of fun. But it just kind of got monotonous and boring. And I've heard a lot of people say they like the Zoo. I don't know if it's called Zoo Tycoon from the same guys. I just imagine it'd be the same thing. Planetoid Pioneers, not 100% sure what that is. Prison Architect, great game. Look at that, 186 hours. As you can tell, love that game. Project High Rise wasn't bad. 9 hours of that. It just didn't live up to the Sim Tycoon or Sim Tower that I loved as a kid. RimWorld, another great game. Look at that, 329 hours. Rise of Industry was decent. This isn't true. 24 minutes. I played this a lot before it even got on Steam. And it was a lot of fun. It's just so difficult. It's so difficult to make one thing. You have to set up this giant like industry of cotton and water and inks and all this other stuff. and man, it's just so time consuming. Rust was a lot of fun. I used to play that with a buddy that I used to work with. That was a lot of fun. It's just so you set up this base and you go to sleep for 10 hours and you wake up and somebody raided your base, took all your things, and you pretty much have to start from scratch. Same airport, as you guys can see, 135 hours there. A lot of fun there. Software Inc. Look at that, 449 hours. Love this game. Absolutely love Software Inc. Planet Zoo. Yeah, that's what it is. Not Zoo Tycoon. Planet Zoo. Billy, Paul, and Caitlin all are like, this dummy. You like the complication. Yeah, no, I get it. I absolutely get it. And then getting the trucks from go to one space to the other, and then the trucks have to deliver the finished goods to the stores, and it is a good game. It just takes a while to set up. Steel Division Normandy. Didn't really play this too much. Was in it for about an hour. I think this might have been a game that I watched another YouTuber play and it looked interesting, and then once I started, I don't know, it wasn't there. Tavern Tycoon, another one of the games that I played originally on the channel. Probably one of the first 3, maybe 4 games that I ever played on the channel. It was fun. It just wasn't anywhere near finished. Not sure what the state of that game is now. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, barely played this. Trimmer Tycoon, this is probably one of the worst games I ever played. I mean, and that's not, I'm not trying to be negative, just for me, didn't like it. Didn't like it at all, or I just wasn't good at it. And as you guys can see, Tropico 5 down here, really did enjoy that. 2 Point Hospital, 10 hours. It's probably my newest game that I have now. Anyways, that is my Steam library. Again, if you guys have any suggestions for what I should play, if I should revisit some games or if I should play some new games, definitely let me know. I see Astroneer in here. Can you do some gaming live streams? Yep, absolutely. In the future, I will definitely be doing that. Transport Fever 2, possibly. Do you have Cuphead? I do not have Cuphead. Crossroads Inn is good, huh? Let's see. Crossroads Inn. Crossroads Inn, $20. Tavern Sim Game. It's got mixed reviews, and this is where Lisa's optimism comes in. People don't think it's all that great, but Lisa thinks every game is amazing. Except for the one game she didn't enjoy. Dawn of Man. Yeah, Dawn of Man. Games to try. I gotta try that one. Dawn of Man. What are some bigger games that are coming out here soon? I know Doom Eternal just came out. And what, Animal Crossings, right? I never ever played Animal Crossings. I don't think I've ever played Doom either. But what are some other big games coming out here soon? Teddy says he remembered watching me when I had 1,000 subs, and he messaged me on Twitter, and you answered me. I was so happy. Well, I mean, why wouldn't I? If people take the time, and this is what I don't understand. Okay, let me take it back a little bit. I understand the giant YouTubers who have 1 million subs probably get messaged 100 times a day. So I completely understand why they can't reply to everybody. But if somebody messages you on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram or Steam or YouTube and they leave a comment, why not reply? Like, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, maybe if somebody says something negative and you don't really want to acknowledge their response, sure, don't. But, I mean, anyways. Absolutely, Teddy, no problem. I tried to reply to as many YouTube comments and Twitter comments and YouTube comments as I possibly can. I really do. You have no clue how much I appreciate all of you guys. Everybody that watches the channel, everybody, whether you hate certain games and you like others and you don't watch one video but you watch another one, I appreciate you guys 100%. There's 30 of you right now watching. I'm sure there's been a lot more people that have watched for the last hour, since we've been live now for over an hour, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are what makes me want to do this. I didn't do a video for a year, over a year. I think it ended up being like a year and 2 weeks that I didn't do a single video. And I promise you, there wasn't a week that went by during those 54 weeks where I didn't think, man, I should really do a video. I should find a little bit of time to do a video, and I just didn't do it. And there's a lot of things that go into that, right? I mean, work, sleep, private life, you know, being able to go out with your friends and all that. There just aren't enough hours in the day. But then on top of that too, you know, you have to buy all these programs, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, your editing programs and all that stuff. That costs money. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The Adobe stuff, like the Photoshop and the editing tools and everything, they cost more a month than what the YouTube channel makes. So take that for what it's worth. You know, for that year, that was kind of a part of it was, well, why am I going to spend X amount of dollars on all this equipment when basically I'm paying these other companies for me to have a YouTube channel? So, but you know what? Again, I just missed it a lot. The whole coronavirus thing happened, and I figured, why not? You know, let's invest a little bit of money into it, and let's just start doing this again. New Final Fantasy VII remake in 6 or 7 days. You know, I don't think I never really got into the whole Final Fantasy thing. I know, what was it, like Final Fantasy 11, I think, came out about 2-3 years ago, and that was a big deal. And I watched a couple of videos on it, and it just wasn't my cup of tea. Resident Evil 3, that's like a remaster, right? I think they're remastering Resident Evil 3. Lucas says his favorite series was 9/11 Operator, 911 Operator. It was a fun game. It's just tough to make that a legitimate series because a lot of those scenarios and everything, they just kind of start repeating themselves. Some YouTubers never take the time to read messages. 1 sub to 100 million at least. Make a goal to answer to 10. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Make your fans happy. Absolutely. Caleb says, you responded back to me about 6 months ago, even though you didn't like your answer about coming back. I understood and I waited and now you're back. Thanks for understanding, Caleb. You know, it really is a time-intensive thing too. You have to find games to play. You have to kind of figure out what you're going to do in the game. Then you have to record the game. And I mean, it's kind of recording these games. Overall, it's not that difficult, right? You set up your audio. You set up all these different tools. You hit record. You make sure your audio is being recorded. You make sure your video is being recorded. You play the game for, who knows, 10 minutes or 5 hours. And then a lot of times you go back and you look, oh, I thought I hit the record button, but I didn't. Or somehow the audio got messed up. And now you have 5 hours worth of you playing a video game, but you have 0 audio. So, you know, things happen. It does get frustrating. Being a YouTuber is a lot more work than I think people realize. But that just makes it even more important to acknowledge the people that actually follow you. And sorry, I'm getting off my little soapbox. But thank you guys. Software Inc. Yep, Caleb, absolutely awesome. Love that game. Love it. Subnautica. You know what? I've never been interested in playing Subnautica. A lot of people actually suggest I play that game. And I've looked up videos of people playing that game, and it's just, oh, maybe it'd be more fun if I actually gave it a shot. But as of right now, I don't think I have any plans on playing that game. I do have probably 2 or 3 games that I'm really interested in playing, and those are going to take up a lot of time over the next few weeks. Have I ever played This War of Mine? I have not. I think I've seen a little bit of like a trailer maybe, and it was very artsy-fartsy. But I don't know. No, I haven't. I haven't played it. The Settlers are an awesome series of games. I found a game called SnowRunner that comes out in April. What's SnowRunner about? Yeah, I wish Adobe went back to one big bill, one-time payment. I absolutely do too. If Adobe was $100 or $300 for one time, you get all the programs, I would absolutely do it. But right now, you have to pay You know, 20 was like $22 for Photoshop, $22 for Premiere, $22 for After Effects. You know, like it's ridiculous. It adds up. Billy, enjoy your dinner. Surviving Mars. Yeah, maybe. Again, that's another game I've heard of a little bit. Far Cry. Nope, never played any of the Far Cries. War of Mine, huh? Let me take a look at that. Yep, something happened there. This War of Mine, $20. Yeah, I have played. I haven't played this. Overwhelmingly positive. Wow. It's rare you see a game that's overwhelmingly positive. Release date, man, this is 6 years old, 5.5 years old. I have definitely looked at videos of this. Oh, something. Why is it not showing up that great? Household items. I mean, I kind of do like this visual style. It looks interesting, but no, I have not played it. Honestly, again, sorry guys, I don't think I would. Early in the game, it's hard. Which one? War of Mine? Or Far Cry?
You could have listened to the radio. You could have spun some vinyl. You could have played a cassette tape. You could have listened to an 8-track tape.
Guys, I think I'm going to take a quick, like, 2 5-minute break. I will be back here in a second, okay?
And you still have hundreds more playlists to enjoy.
Let me see. Let's see here. I want to test something out. Tell me, is the audio too loud now? I thought you were telling me to not starve. No, I haven't tried Don't Starve. How's the audio, guys? Pretty good? Is it too loud? Teddy, yes sir. Watched the last episode of 2 Point Hospital. I am going to, well, I already bought the camera. I already spent the money on it. Just waiting on it to arrive here in the next couple days. And we will do a face reveal and we'll have a webcam and everything. So yes. A little too loud. Okay, I'll lower it down a little bit. I will be back. Give me like 2 minutes and I'll be back, guys.
Just the weed that give me meditation, make me get the elevation, no we not gonna let it go. Babylon try to lock we down, I tell myself we put it down, but this more on the fence for no. I am a ganja lover that me say, smoke the weed up every day, while I make a float away. Just a puff pass, marijuana boss, ganja make me get the highest marks in the class. Open at the cosmo, all the moon, me just a pass. Higher than the people with them negative remarks. Me just a puff pass, marijuana boss. Ganja make me get the highest marks in the class. Open at the cosmo, all the moon, me just a pass. Higher than the people with them negative remarks. Sister Tiva, the grabber act like say it have a fever. The split them long like say it is a river. The weed man have the package every time it get deliver. Some of them roll like cookies, some of them look like a lever. The weed them connect like hardness, smoke the weed regardless if we smoke the hardest. Yo. Smoking research clothes and past the stars. I know me on a different planet. We smoking supersonic. When they grab a kick you, please don't panic. Me love to see the weed when the crystal.
All right, and we are back. Oh man, Disaster Report 4 looks good. I don't think I've ever heard of Disaster Report. Teddy, thank you for the follow on Instagram. I had to go grab myself a little snack. I got some string cheese. Love this stuff. I could probably eat the whole bag. You know, you go to the store, you get the string cheese, and there's like, I don't know, probably like 10, maybe 16 or so sticks of string cheese. I could eat them like all. Back to back to back to back. It's just so good. Have you guys watched any movies lately? Like good new movies? I watched Onward the other day with Chris Pratt and what was his name? Not Tom Hiddleston. The kid that did Spider-Man. Man, what the heck is his name? Tom Holland. That was a really good movie. Really good. I'm a sucker for those like Pixar / Disney animated movies. They're really, really good. Can't really think of another movie that I'm super interested in watching. You know, with that being said, let me check. Because I know there's a lot of movies that I just recently watched. I watched the last Star Wars movie not too long ago. What did you guys think of that? There's definitely some things that were really cool. You guys can hear me, right? Sam says, can you upload more often? I know it's hard, but I'm really bored in quarantine. I think we're all really bored in quarantine there, Sam. I don't know if I'll be able to upload as often or more frequently, but maybe I'll try to do some live streams here. And it won't be live streams like this, it'll actually be live streams with me playing a game. Lisa, Scott, thank you very much. Have you guys seen Star Wars, the last one? Pitch Black, is that... I don't know why I'm thinking Vin Diesel when I hear Pitch Black. Time Psycho, thank you very much. Hilarious hated all the new Star Wars. Whoa, 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 whoa. Lisa says she has never seen any of the Star Wars movies. That's crazy. I find that, I mean, I believe you, but at the same time, I find it very hard to believe. Dawn looks like she's just waking up. Maybe go back to sleep. Sam says he's watched the last Star Wars and he's not a huge fan. I agree with you. I mean, again, a couple of things they did very well, and a few things are just kind of like really, like kind of make you roll your eyes. The originals without all the new CGI are the best. I agree. I refuse to watch the new Star Wars movies due to the fact it was a matter of time until Disney ruined the series. Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm not a huge fan of some of the casting. The story wasn't that great either. And I really think they made a mistake with, what's his name? The guy that directed the first and third one, I think it's J.J. Abrams. So he directed the first and the third one, and then somebody else directed, I think Ryan Johnson directed the second one. That was just a huge mistake, because it seemed like they had the first movie, then the director of the second movie decided he was gonna change some things around, so he kind of went off track, and then J.J. Abrams came back for the third one, and he was like, I don't like the things you changed, so I'm gonna change them back, and it was a mess. It was a mess. Any books that I recommend? I will tell you this. I'm not a huge reader. My favorite book that I've ever read is one of like the top selling books ever. So it's not gonna be an original idea. It was the Da Vinci Code. I read that when it first came out, and I absolutely loved it. Like the suspense in it, it was all great. And I want to say that Dan Brown wrote another book that wasn't with that character, with like the Robert Langdon character. I don't remember what the name was. But Dan Brown, I like his stuff. Then there's also a guy named David Baldacci. He's a good author. He wrote a book, again, I don't remember what it's called, but if you like the Dan Brown style of books, I recommend you check out David Baldacci. He's also pretty good. Music is loud. Alright, I'll turn it down a little bit more. What are some books that you recommend? What about that Birds of Prey movie? Have you guys watched that? The Harley Quinn movie? I've heard it wasn't very good. Jumanji. Those are a couple movies. When the Jumanji came out about 2 years ago, right, with Kevin Hart and The Rock, I thought it wasn't going to be all that good, but I was very wrong. It was amazing. It was very funny. It was a really good movie. And then I just watched the second one not too long ago, and it was right up there. I mean, it definitely wasn't as good as the first one, but it was right up there. It was very, very, very good. That's one thing I've noticed I do a lot in the videos too, is when I'm describing something, I'll say, that was very, very, very good. Or I like it a lot. You know, like I'll repeat stuff over and over and over. Hugo, Aragon series, Ender's Game. That book is so good. Which one? The Da Vinci Code? I watched 1917. That was the war movie, right? Sam Mendes war movie. That was really good too. A little bit of a shocker there. Oh, what other movies have you guys seen lately? Maybe I've seen them. Grown Ups 1 and 2. With Adam Sandler and Kevin James and Kevin Hart, or not Kevin Hart, Chris Rock. Yeah, those are good. I mean, they're not nearly as good as the original Adam Sandler movies, like Happy Madison, Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. Those were, I said Happy Madison because that's the name of his production company, right? Any movie that he does, it opens up with Happy Madison. But yeah, those two movies are like some of the greatest comedies ever. And then his movies have been kind of going downhill lately, but not bad. Rewatched Pride and Prejudice. I've never read the book and I've never watched the movie either. What do you guys think? You know, since you guys are talking about grown-ups and Adam Sandler movies, have you seen 50 First Dates with Drew Barrymore? That was a really good Adam Sandler movie. Another really good Adam Sandler movie that I think is a little bit underrated is the one he did with, again, Drew Barrymore, Blended. That was really good too. Where, like, you know, she has a family, he has a family, and they kind of come together. That was underrated. Very underrated Adam Sandler movie.
Did you know that Spotify is available on Google Home? Now you can ask your favorite
Scott, thank you for stopping by. Have a good one.
big old dance party just by using your voice. It's like having a personal DJ on call. Ask Google to play your favorite
Yeah,
playlist.
the new Bond movie. I like Daniel Craig is one of my favorite Bonds, if not my favorite Bond. Sean Connery was really, really good too. That's a little bit before my time. I like the Sean Connery movies weren't out when I was a kid or anything like that. Not in the movie theater, but I've watched one or two of the Sean Connery Bond movies, and he was a very, very, very good Bond. There I go again. Very, very, very. Dumb and Dumber, in my opinion, greatest comedy ever. Ever. Like, not even close. Dumb and Dumber, by far, #1 greatest comedy ever. Jim Carrey is my favorite comedic actor of all time. I watched Jim Carrey when he originally started off on In Living Color as Fire Marshal Bill and Vera DeMilo and all that stuff. Awesome. He was just awesome. Again, favorite comedian of all time. Sam's Gaming says every Adam Sandler movie is the best. That's not true. That's not true. The one he did, Jack and Jill, that movie, horrible. Absolutely horrible. As a matter of fact, I want to try to find something up here. Jack and Jill on IMDb. I want to see the scores. Look at that. 3.3 out of 10. That is absolutely horrible movie. Horrible. Al Pacino was in it, and he was just so bad. So bad. And then, of course, he's got his typical David Spade, Nick Swartzen, Tim Meadows. I mean, he's got his typical Norm Macdonald. He's in, like, all those movies, right? Dana Carvey. I don't remember Dana Carvey being in there, but yeah, a horrible movie. Horrible. Like, and I really want to. I like Adam Sandler a lot. Click is another really good one. But this movie was just absolutely horrible. While we're here, I want to see what kind of a score Waterboy was really good. All these movies. Little Nicky wasn't very good either. Big Daddy, Wedding Singer. Let's see. I want to find out what kind of a score Click got, because Click was a really good movie. Here we go. Click 2006. 6.4. I mean, that's respectable at least. I just rewatched that the other day. Very good. Very good movie. Jim Carrey, Once Bitten. I've never actually seen that. I know that's like one of his first movies that he ever did, but I've never seen it. Everything Jim Carrey touches turns into gold. I have a unpopular opinion. I hated one Jim Carrey movie. Man, what the heck's what? That like Irresistible Mind or something. What the heck was it called? The Girl from Titanic. This one. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Hate it. 8.3 out of 10. It's got great scores. I did not like the movie at all. I have not seen Parasite. I do want to watch it. I know it just won like Best Picture of the Year. I really like the director. The director has done a couple of movies that I enjoyed a lot, but I have not watched it yet. Wedding Singer was good too. Let's see, is he doing any movies here upcoming? Because I know he's kind of stepped away a little bit from Hollywood. Here we go. So he did Bad Batch and Dark Crimes in 2016. He just did the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, which I haven't seen, in 2020. Doesn't look like there's anything else. This is a TV series, or maybe not all. Acceptance Speech, Seat on the Rocket, Nightingale Pledge, The Puppet Dalai Lama, Jeff Pickles. He plays Jeff Pickles in all of them, so yeah, that's a TV series. But doesn't look like he's got any other movies coming out, which, that's unfortunate. This is another one. I like this one, but, I mean, okay, got better scores than I thought, but, better movie than a lot of people make it out to be. What's my favorite movie then, like of all time? That I have three favorite movies of all time. Bam. Top three. Forrest Gump. I don't have like a 1, 2, 3, but Forrest Gump, one of my top 3 favorite movies ever. Another one that Tom Hanks is in. I really like Castaway. Castaway was a great movie. But it's not in my top 3. Other top 3 movie, Saving Private Ryan. Tom Hanks is by far my favorite actor. By far. Not even close. Favorite actor of all time. So, Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan, 2 amazing movies. And then number 3, Shawshank Redemption. Another amazing movie. Look at 9.3 out of 10. Love this movie. Absolutely love it. And then, of course, my favorite comedy, Dumb and Dumber. I can't believe it only has a 7.3 out of 10. This should be like a 9, at least. Amazing movie. Liar Liar was also very good. The pen is blue. I love in Liar Liar when he's in the courtroom, right, and he goes to use the bathroom, and he, like, kicks his own butt. He, like, throws himself all over the bathroom, and he, like, bruises up his face and stubs his toe and all that stuff. And then when the judge asks him if he can continue, he says yes. Like, I absolutely love that movie. Yes Man was decent too. Have you seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine? I've watched clips of it, like the whole Backstreet Boys scene. I've seen clips of it, but not a huge fan. I like Terry Crews. Yeah, but no, I've never watched like a whole episode. Lisa has never seen Saving Private Ryan. Lisa, you're killing me, man. You're killing me. One of the greatest movies of all time. Have I seen Johnny English? Absolutely. Rowan Atkinson, Mr. Bean. I love those movies. The Mr. Bean movies. That's like one of my favorite scenes ever when he's on the train. I want to say it was... I don't remember if it was the first one or the second one. I think it was the second Mr. Bean movie. He's on the train, right? He's in France. And he goes to get like a cup of coffee. And they ask him like... He's like, 1 coffee, please. And he's like, oh, would you like milk? Oui. Would you like sugar? Oui. Your French is very good. Gracias. Like, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. Favorite series on Netflix? I'm not a big, I'll take it back. Is it? Yeah, I think it's on Netflix. It's not a Netflix series, but Better Call Saul. Lisa, you're killing me. Really? Unbelievable. But Better Call Saul. If you guys watched Breaking Bad, Breaking Bad might be my top all-time favorite TV show ever. And then Better Call Saul is up there too. It's very, very good. Mr. Bean is always fun to watch. Absolutely. Rowan Atkinson is amazing as Mr. Bean. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, the thing he did when the Olympics were in London, I want to say it was 2016. Maybe those were the Chinese games, or maybe that was 2018. Anyways, whenever the Olympics were in London last, he did like an opening thing, and it was hilarious. It was absolutely hilarious. Dr. House is a good series. That's the one, the older guy, right? He's kind of like got a limp. He walks with a cane. Is that the one you're talking about? Is it Dr. House or just House? Curb Your Enthusiasm. I've heard a lot of good things about Curb Your Enthusiasm. I know it's the guy that like created Seinfeld. I've watched a few clips. They've been funny. Just again, not a show that I've really wanted to watch. Have you guys seen Castaway with Tom Hanks? When he loses his volleyball? Never thought I could be sad over a volleyball like floating away in the ocean. I mean, it was just shows you how good of an actor Tom Hanks is. Ozark, yes, Ozark is a great series too. I know that it just came out. Season 3 just came out on Netflix. I watched the first 2. First one was definitely better than the second season. Second season was still good. But I think I'm gonna probably watch this 3rd season here in the next few days. I'm a little curious why the Twitch thing didn't work. Probably gonna have to investigate that a little bit.
Takes a piece out of our hearts, so I'll run away into the darkest parts of me. I need a change, desperately. I thought love was a lost art till you showed me some sanctuary. Now I never wanna let you go, never gonna let you go until we're both on souls running out for love.
The Hunt. I haven't heard of that. The Hunt sounds like. Is that something to do with like witches? You watched season 3. So, out of the 3 seasons, where does season 3 rank for Ozarks? Sahil says, please tell me you have watched The Office. I have only seen The Office, I think, 2 times all the way through. I love The Office. Who doesn't love The Office? The Office is freaking hilarious. So yes, I watched it probably, I don't know, 5-6 years ago, the whole series, and then probably about a year ago I rewatched the whole series. Awesome. What's my favorite movie trilogy? Ooh, that's tough. Man, I think I'm gonna have to go. So, this is a tough one. This is a very tough one because I have 2 answers. Overall, I guess I would have to say Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings was awesome. I mean, Fellowship. What is it? The Two Towers and then Return of the King. Awesome. I mean, just great. They're long, they're interesting, the story, the battle scenes, the orcs, the magic, all that stuff, awesome. Right up there, though, I would say the Superman movies with Christopher Reeve. And that wasn't a trilogy, that was actually 4 movies. The 4th one was horrible. Even the 3rd one was horrible. But the first 2 were really good. And I was a kid when those things came out, and I mean, I love Superman. Those of you that don't know, Superman is like by far my favorite superhero. He's awesome. Love like what the character stands for. I love for the most part all the actors that have played him. They've all done a really good job. Christopher Reeve did an absolutely amazing job, and then even Brandon Routh, the movie he did with Kevin Spacey when he was Lex Luthor, he did a really good job. Not a fan of the movie or like the uniform that they had him in, the costume. But still, he did a really good job of Superman. And then Henry Cavill, the last Superman, right, in Man of Steel and then the Justice League, he was awesome too. So yeah, John Wick. You know what? I wasn't a big fan of the last one. The first John Wick is an amazing movie, like 9 out of 10 amazing. The second one, I'd probably give like a 7.5. And then honestly, the third one, I would probably say that's like a 6 out of 10. I think John Wick movies kind of went downhill fast.
You have a story to tell.
Are there 3 movies of what? Of Superman, or did I ever watch Game of Thrones? Absolutely. Who didn't watch Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones was awesome. The last season, I mean, you know, people have their opinion about the last season.
Your story matters. Make a podcast with Anchor. That's anchor.fm/getstarted. Great, I think we got it.
The COVID-19 pandemic may be the defining crisis of our lifetime. That's why Red Nose Day is taking immediate steps to support children in poverty. But we need your help.
They don't always know where their next meal is going to come from.
If we don't act now, the long-term effects on children will be catastrophic.
We need to change that reality, and we need to change that for good.
Stand with us. Give now. Together, we can change the story for children. Donate today at rednoseday.org/donate.
Hunger Games, yeah, you know, again, the first movie, really good. Really good. Second one, solid. Third one, wasn't a huge fan of. Those games kind of got worse too, or those movies kind of got worse too as they progressed. Hilarious says he wants to forget about Game of Thrones after that last season. Yeah, they just messed it up. They messed it up big time. A lot of things too, right? Like, spoiler alert. I'm going to talk spoilers for the last season of Game of Thrones in like 10 seconds. So if you don't want to hear it, leave the stream, put it on mute, do something. But in about 10 seconds, I'm going to start talking about the last season of Game of Thrones. Okay, here we go. First of all, Bran becoming the king, ridiculous. Who has a better story than Bran the Broken? Everybody has a better story than Bran the Broken. Everybody. Jon Snow, without a doubt, a million times better. Even Samwell had a better story than Bran. I mean, Jaime Lannister had a great story. It was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There's that. Don't get me wrong. The way that they killed the Night King, like with, what's her name? Not Arya. Arya flying through the air and stabbing him and killing him. That was freaking awesome. Like, that shot, great. Her dropping the knife, catching it with the other hand, amazing. Like, love that. But the Night King ended up not doing anything. Like, that was such a wasted character. It was just unbelievable. The whole, like, him killing Daenerys, I get it. But her freaking out in King's Landing and, like, burning everything down? Come on, man, really? Like, and then Jaime Lannister dying with his sister in like the rock pile. That was just weak. I mean, I get it. They love each other and they died together and all that. Great, cool. I understand. I get that. But that was just such a weak way for her to die. She was, aside from Joffrey, she was probably like the number 2 most hated. Oh, I take that back. Joffrey was probably number 1 or number 2. The guy from the guy with the dogs. I don't remember his name. Not Renly. Anyways, the guy Baratheon, right? I think his last name was Baratheon. The guy that had all the dogs and he like killed. He messed with Sansa. He messed with Reek. He created Reek. That guy was probably number 1 or number 2 most hated person in that series. But then right after those two, it was her, the queen. And the way they killed her, it was so weak. It was so weak. The Hunt is a movie with a bunch of rich people kidnapping and killing a bunch of regular people, but the people whom they are hunting fight back. That, you know what? I know what you're talking about. That does look interesting. I like those kind of movies. Those kind of like Battle Royale, Hunger Games type movies. I do like those, so I might have to give that a shot.
Want to think I have you, but I don't like to lie. So I lie here while you lie too.
Kingsman, absolutely. Kingsman is a great movie. Love those movies. Absolutely love those movies.
You have me 'cause you don't like to lose, but you lose me like they always do. Think I know you better to forget her. Certain people made for running. Think I need you more than let you know I'm important. Tell me this means more than nothing.
Ramsay Bolton, yes. Oh, Ramsay, he was such a horrible person. Oh man, don't get me wrong. When they killed Joffrey, I loved it. But when Ramsay died, that was very satisfying. Very satisfying.
Want to think I love you, but I just love the high. And I lie here while you lie to her. Think I know you better to forget her. Certain people made for running. Think I need you more than let you know I'm important. Tell me this means more than nothing. All you see is black roses. Could have been, but that's hoping. Don't ask for something more than yours. All you see
Can't wait till I get this camera in, guys. Should be here Monday. I've got a few pieces in already. I got like the SIM card. I got the tripod, I got the lens, which it's one thing, man. Lenses for cameras are so ridiculously expensive. I was looking at those. There's some lenses. I mean, let's not even talk about the like $5,000 lenses. But you just want like a basic lens for a basic camera, and you're looking like some of them are like $900. They're just ridiculous. Not even for the camera, just for the lens. I ended up getting, I mean, it's an expensive lens. It's nowhere near $900. It's not anywhere over, $500 or anything like that. But I got a really good lens, and then the actual camera should be getting here on Monday. And then who knows? Maybe on Monday, depending on what time it gets here, maybe Monday we will do a live stream with the face reveal and all that good stuff. We'll see. Sam's, if you check out Instagram, you can actually see a picture of the exact camera / lens that I got. Go to Instagram, NoSlack TV. I think it's NoSlack TV. It might not have the TV in there. I should know because I'm actually kind of looking at it right now. But let me see. Yeah, NoSlack TV. NoSlack TV on Instagram. You'll be able to tell which one's which because it has the little pilot character as the profile picture. There's a picture of the camera right there. It's awesome. It's a Sony. It's called an A6400. It can shoot 4K video. Very, very excited. Lucas, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Awesome. Sam's, thank you very much. Yeah, I really like the whole Instagram thing. Like it being revolved more around pictures and videos. That's just something like I enjoy. Like one of my favorite websites is Reddit, and like the coolest content on Reddit are the videos and the pictures that people put up of just like the craziest stuff. So yeah, hopefully Instagram will be a thing that I enjoy doing and watching for a long time. That doesn't make sense, doing and watching. Would I rather watch a movie and know the end, or watch the movie and before the ending gets told? Oh man, that's evil. Watch a movie and already go into it knowing the ending, or watch a movie and right before the end be told? I'd probably rather go into the movie already knowing the ending. Just because if I'm watching the movie and 10 minutes before it ends, somebody spoils it for me, they did that on purpose, and that would just, it would piss me off. I mean, it would make me very mad. I probably wouldn't be friends with that person for very long. It's kind of funny because I actually had Game of Thrones kind of spoiled for me a little bit. I didn't start watching Game of Thrones until probably season 3. And the whole red wedding scene got spoiled for me before I even watched the first episode. So the person spoiled that episode for me, the red wedding episode, which those of you that have watched Game of Thrones know that the red wedding episode is probably the most shocking episode in the whole series. If it's not number 1, it's definitely top 3. So the person spoiled it for me. It was absolutely horrible. Like I had to unfriend them on Facebook and everything. And then I went into it, and I remember when that episode happened, I was just so mad that like I went into it kind of knowing what happened. But I hate spoilers. Like when these Avengers movies were coming out, and was it Avengers Infinity War, right? And then Avengers Endgame. I did my best to stay off of Facebook, stay off online. Like I did not want those to be spoiled. Oh man, I would have been so mad if those movies got spoiled for me. Sam, thank you for the follow. I see you on there. That's a nice profile pic too. I like that.
philosophy is that light work with the bass on the track, on my face to the back like I'm taking a slap. I need a drink but it's straight from the tap, and I'm hating the slack. Couple man thrown around like the hate in the gaff. Please stop talking that trash cause the vibes in the front all the way to the back.
What's even better than having millions of songs at your fingertips for free? Getting thousands of the world's most loved podcasts in your
Am I a
earbuds, too.
car guy or a bike guy? I'm not a bike guy really. Like I've always wanted to own a motorcycle and ride, but I'm just scared. Like I'm scared that I would do something stupid and potentially like crash it. I do like some cars. I'm not a huge car guy either, but I mean I've owned a Camaro before. I have an F-150. I definitely like a lot of the older like muscle cars and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of beautiful cars. Like I want to get a Tesla in the future. I definitely more of a car guy than a bike guy. Games to revisit, Motorsport Manager, absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
And you still have hundreds more playlists to enjoy.
Absolutely, one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely want to revisit that one.
Spotify is available on Google Home.
Would I rather watch my least favorite movie or watch 3 random movies?
Just by using your voice.
I'd probably want to watch 3 random movies. I think my least favorite movie of all time, I watched Sharknado, and I don't think it was the first one. I think it was like the second or third one. My brother was like, "Hey, you have to watch Sharknado 2 or 3. It's awesome. Just watch it. It's a lot of fun." And as I'm watching the movie, I was just constantly thinking, like, this sucks. This is so bad. I don't want to watch this anymore. It doesn't make sense. Like, there was one scene where it's like raining like crazy outside. The sharks are flying around in the tornado, whatever, right? So they go into this house, and they close the door. And somehow the house starts just filling up with water. And the sharks, of course, get into the house, and basically they're swimming in this giant pool that's now created inside the house. And long story short, the people escape the house, and when they like open up the front door to escape the house, it was like dry outside, and it was just so ridiculous. It didn't make any sense. It was so bad. That desktop is awesome. That pick, 420, haha. Movies to revisit. What pick you talking about? Movies to revisit. Shrek 2. Yeah, Shrek 2 is great. All the Shrek movies are really good. Alright guys, I think we're going to wind down the stream. It's been almost 2 hours. We're going to go past the 2 hour mark, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call it. I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Just kind of doing a test stream here, seeing some things. YouTube is telling me that the stream quality is not the greatest, so I'm going to have to figure that out. Stream status was just okay. Anyways, we'll see. Mess with that, and then really just want to get this ready to go for Monday or Tuesday whenever we do the official live stream. Probably going to be the first time that we do the face cam. We'll see. We'll see how that works. If we can get it to work properly. Anything you guys want to talk about real quick? Got about 2 more minutes left on stream. Motorsport Manager for sure. Love that series. Braden, absolutely. I definitely want to bring that back. Without a doubt. Go to 3 hours, huh? I don't have anything to talk about for another hour, Sam. I'm just really just want to do this as like a little bit of a test stream. Would you rather live on an island alone or live with 100 people in a house? Ooh, that's a tough one. Live on an island, I mean, would I be able to leave the island every now and then, or am I just kind of stuck on the island? I definitely would choose to live on an island alone. Being in one house with 100 people would be horrible. Horrible. Kevin, thank you very much. You have a good one too. Bodie, that was your last question? Okay, well, you know, next time we do a live stream, you come back with some more questions, some more would you rather questions, okay? Because I actually do enjoy those. How's my quarantine going? Well, it's okay. Been home now for about 3 weeks. And I mean, it's not horrible. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's definitely worse ways to spend your day, right? But at the same time, I mean, it is kind of boring. There's only so many movies on Netflix and Disney Plus that you really want to watch. TV kind of gets boring too. Trying to, you know, take up some time by doing these YouTube videos for you guys, and you know, there's only so much time you can spend recording video games on a daily basis too. So it's tough, but you know, I don't have any complaints. Really, I can't complain too much. How's your quarantine going so far? Please try to understand Factorio a bit more. I kind of understand it. I could definitely learn how to play it more. It's just, it's so tough. Like the whole, the conveyor belts and mining this and mining that and the coal and the wood and feeding all the burners and all that stuff. And it's tough. It's tough. Recap on the stream, absolutely. So we talked a little bit about it first, about how everybody's quarantine is going and what they're up to, how they've been kind of dealing with that. Then we talked a little bit about the games that we have played on the channel, what maybe I plan on playing in the future. Really, I think Sims 4 is going to be a game that'll, you know, eventually make an appearance on the channel. I did recently just purchase a camera, so we are going to be doing some webcams. That's going to be on live streams and potentially on some of the regular Let's Plays as well. Probably going to do live streaming a little bit more frequently. Then we just kind of talked a little bit about what kind of movies we enjoy. Jim Carrey and Adam Sandler are two big actors that we like here on the channel. And then Lisa hasn't watched like 99% of the good movies in existence. So we said, you know, she really needs to watch Mr. Bean. She also needs to start watching, she needs to watch Saving Private Ryan. I'm sure there's like a million other movies that she hasn't seen that she actually has to watch, but yeah. What's a favorite memory that you hope you never forget? That is, man. What's your favorite memory that you hope you never forget? That's a deep question, Braden. I'm gonna have to, you know what? You're gonna have to ask me that again on another live stream, just because I I have a lot of good memories. A lot of good memories. I can't think of like the top one that I would be pissed off if I forgot. Definitely ask me that on the next live stream. Sahil, thank you very much. I had a really good time too. Yeah, Monday, we'll see. I'll probably do another live stream before Monday. Maybe we'll even do one later tonight. Maybe we'll do one on Sunday. But, you know, maybe I'll get another live stream out there before the whole camera thing happens. Anyways, Bodhi, yeah, really, no official date or time for the next stream, but here in the next day or two, should be another one. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for stopping by, checking things out. Got a few things to work on the rest of the day with getting the live stream figured out. But, yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. I'll see you guys on the next live stream. Thank you very much for stopping by and chatting with me. And I'll see you guys later. Take care, be safe, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.
Writers, write what they know. Liars, write what they wanna show. Singers, sing what they told. But I know you got something else to say. A secret language, speaking in tongues.